Hey guys,
Welcome back, y'all.
so last week you saw the bust of our Guyver 3, and if you're back, you wanted to see the big boy.
Kind of left you on a cliffhanger, but don't worry. We're here to help you.
We are, and we are going to unbox this bad boy so you can see the beauty of it. Now, before we do, there's something that I wanted to go over in this box. The bust unit, the box was kind of plain. It kind of just showed the chest on all sides. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to that other video. We'll include...
Finish this one, then go back.
Right. We'll include a link right up here for you. Or is it over there?
I think it's over here.
I think it's over there too. We'll include a link over there for you. Click on that bad boy. It'll take you to the other one. Watch that one. Come back, finish this one. Or finish this one and go check out that one. Completely up to you. But what I wanted to go over on this one is the sides are pretty much the same. Where it shows the chest between the waist and the neck of the Guyver. The back of the box shows the same thing. Okay? What I wanted to show you is my favorite of the box. In fact, I plan on framing it and putting it on my wall above the statue. Is right there. The Guyver head. The artwork of the box alone is immaculate. I love this box. I love that artwork. So I am going to go ahead and frame it and put it above the statue. Now, I think we've made you wait long enough. So let's go ahead and get Unit 108 of 250 out and show it to you folks. Wow. Just look at that, guys.
He's a big boy.
That thing is massive and beautiful. Now, if you saw last week, you knew what you were kind of expecting, but you didn't expect this, I guarantee. As Justin Wilson would say. You know who Justin Wilson is? No. Our father used to watch this Cajun cooking show with Justin Wilson. I think his name is. Cool. Anyways, we're here to discuss Guyver, not Asian cook. I don't even know where to start with this. This thing is beautiful. Let me start here. My favorite part of the Guyver is the vibro blades. Now, if you saw last episode, the blades were a lot smaller. And the reason is if you haven't seen the anime, is the blades can shrink down like you saw on the bus, and expand out to like you see here to fight with. Now, I said it in the last one, I have to say it in this one, the magnets that they use in this are incredibly strong. Every part that comes off is connected with magnet. Okay? You can see it move a little, but it doesn't come off because there's magnets there. Now, on the ends of these is color-coded. It's idiot-proof. Okay. Inside the holes is color. You just match it up with the corresponding color, and it goes on.
What do we do if we're colorblind? I don't know.
If you're colorblind,
just stick it in a hole until it fits right.
Absolutely. That is the next thing I was going to say. If you are colorblind, they have an answer for that too. The pegs are shaped differently and will only fit into certain holes. Now, with that being said, that brings me to my next point.
Our next complaint.
Our complaint about this statue is the rebar. Very unique, each piece, so it looks like it's coming out of the wall.
But they are, unfortunately, very weak. They're the weakest magnet in the entire piece.
Sorry guys, I took it off and I couldn't feel where it goes. But it is magnetic as well, but it is definitely the weakest magnet in the entire statue. Every single piece of rebar is magnetic into this, and this is magnetic as well. And if you look, see how the bottom of this? Because they wanted to make sure that you got the right pieces into the right places, each base is differently shaped. So you're sure to get it into the right spot.
You saw how the arm moves? The arm right there at the elbow bend is disconnected as well.
Yep, let me go ahead and turn so I can safely grab that arm. And our camera woman can get more of a shot of the Guyver statue. But like Mike was saying, the arm does come off. Now, another one of our complaints, if you saw the bust in the last video, the weaker points, like the fingernails, are made out of the same material as the statue. Now, this arm is very heavy. I'd say this arm is what, 2 pounds? Maybe 3 pounds? You were to drop this on these smaller points, they would definitely break off. Now, I know what you're saying. What collector's gonna drop their parts? Accidents happen, folks. I would have loved to seen Sideshow Collectibles make the points out of maybe a more durable material and then attached it with a magnet, but they didn't. So we got this. Now, again, I still love the statue. The details are immaculate. I just wish that the weaker points would have had something to make them stronger. I am a father of 3 very rambunctious boys. I do fear for the safety of my statue. But, there again, it's got a point that's unique to this arm, so you don't mistake it for the other arm or anything like that. Oops. And it just slides right in like so.
As I'm sure you figured out, Guyver is definitely not intended for children.
Absolutely. And that's a great point, Mike. If you've noticed, right here is a hole. Well, this hole goes all the way through, up here through the neck. Okay, and if you notice down here, there's some blood pouring out, and you can see some muscle and some material from inside of the wound. This is how the anime is if you haven't seen it, so definitely don't watch it with your kiddos.
Right.
It is a very gory anime.
Oh, yeah.
But on a positive note, I think that's the only bad aspect of the anime. There's no foul language, there's no nudity, just gore. Now, speaking of which, I do love this aspect. I've never seen a statue where they put a hole straight through the bad guy. And I mean straight through. It comes from up here all the way down here. It's red all the way through, and then the blood, you can see right here where it's coming down on the Guyver unit. Now, another thing, I'm going to go ahead and spin this a little bit more so I could show you. This is another magnetic part. This is the Zoonoid's head, or the monster of the series. The detail is immaculate. You can see the teeth in here, the horns, even the muscle that connects the bottom jaw to the top of the jaw. You can see the tongue, and then the stripes of the head, and you can feel just the texture of the head to show the horns aren't just painted to look like this. There's actually divots from the horns. And, just like all the other parts, it's got a unique magnet that fits nicely right there.
Now, with it being connected like that, there is a bit of a seam around the head, just like there's a bit of a seam right here where this connects. But you really have to know where you're looking to find.
Absolutely. And Sideshow Collectibles did a wonderful job to kind of tie the seam into details that divot into the statue, kind of making it harder for them to see. Now, come on. Who could safely ship this thing as it is now?
Right.
They had to make ways to take it apart, and I think the magnet idea is ingenious because it pulls the parts together nicely, and the seams are very hard to see unless you're looking for them. In fact, I can't tell you how many times I would take off a part and kind of have to fumble with it to get it to go in right. Or have to fumble with it a little bit to get it out. That's how well the seams are hidden into the figure. Now, go ahead and turn this around a little bit more so you guys can see.
Now, while David's spinning it and showing you, I will say that the arms, this figure comes with the 2 arms you see here, plus 3 other arms. So you've got 2 arms that are by his side, you've got 2 arms that are up, and you've got a single arm that's kind of pointing outward like he's doing like a blast from like Dragon Ball Z or something.
Right, or like he's trying to reach out and grab something.
Right.
Now the reason that I stopped here is because I did want to show you another part. This is probably the most difficult part that I had to figure out how to get together, is this wall with this hand. These are 2 separate units, and you have to combine the hand with the wall and then slide them into their parts.
Because you can tell it looks like he's actually grabbing a hold of that wall.
In fact, there's even a indent of that wall where the finger lays nicely. So they did a wonderful job of hiding the fact that the hand isn't attached to that wall. It looks like it is, and you have to put them together to fit them into the Guyver unit and into him. Now, the detail is fantastic, just like the bust. The muscle between the armor plating is very well done. The armor plating is very well done. It is very reminiscent of the anime and manga. So I do have to say, Sideshow did a wonderful job on detailing this statue. And even with my complaints on the rebar and some of the weaker magnets, I do have to say I am very proud to own the Guyver 3 statue and bust.
Like we said last week, you are a massive Guyver fan. You have the money. You definitely need to pick up one of these if you can find it.
Absolutely. And where can you pick up one of these, Mike?
Well, you can either contact our friends over at Collector's Zone, or you can contact the manufacturer at Sideshow Collectable.
Either one will be more than happy to help you. Now, I don't know if we've said it this episode, but there are 250 of these units. We got 108. So I don't know if there's more out there, but if there is, I would definitely contact them and get one.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if you're curious on where you can go to get information from Collector's Zone, you can either go to their website, which I'll include in the description below, or you can go to their Facebook page, which I'll include their link to their Facebook page as well. And either way, you can reach out to Collector's Zone, and they'll be more than happy to help you get one of these if there's any left.
Sure.
Now, here comes the part that I like the most. Rating these collectibles. Now, if you remember right, last week I gave the bust 2 thumbs up. The reason it didn't get higher is because of the price and because of the, like I said, the fragile parts of the statue. Now this one, I do have to give 3 thumbs up because the detail is immaculate. The size is huge, if you can tell by just looking at this bad boy. And I think the price is more befitting of what you get, considering the detail of the Zonoid and the Guyver. And I am in awe of this bad boy. So I give this 3 thumbs up. What about you, Mike?
Yeah. No, I want to have to give it 3.5 thumbs up, just to be different. But no, it's great detail. It's really well put together. It's real nice. The only downside is the price tag and the fragile parts of it. Other than that, it's perfect.
So, like we said in the last video of the bust, the only downs is the fragile pieces and the price. So, you've got it. Definitely go and buy it. Now, there is one more thing I want to talk to you about. Well, let's make it so you can see us now. Alright guys, well, I know you just sat through an incredible video of one of the coolest statues we've unboxed, but I bet you noticed my little friend here. I'm not talking about Mike. I'm talking about this tiny little silver and red canister. Now, this is for my Star Wars fans out there. If you know what a Kyber crystal is, well, then you know what's in this tube. If you don't, I'll explain to you. In Star Wars, to create a lightsaber, you have to get a Kyber crystal, and the color of the Kyber crystal determines the color of your lightsaber. Okay, all the young Jedis would go find a crystal, and according to who they were and their beliefs and the type of personal, if you will, a Harry Potter sorting hat. The crystal changes its color according to the lightsaber or to the Jedi's personality. Could be purple, Mace Windu. Could be yellow, like the Guardian. Could be red, like the Dark Force. Or it could be blue or green, like Master Yoda. Each one is controlled by their Kyber crystal. Now, of course, Disney found a way to capitalize on even the crystal. What they do is they sell these little crystals, and they have all sorts of colors. But not only are they selling these crystals, they threw a little Easter egg in there as well. Inside this one is either a red Kyber crystal, as you can tell from the red here, or a black Kyber crystal. That's right. They put a random amount of black Kyber crystals in the red Kyber crystal case. So, what we're going to do, we're going to keep buying these and opening these for you guys so we get a black one. Now, we get 100 red ones before we finally get our black. I think we know what we're going to do with them. We're going to send them out to our fans. But we may get a black one right here. There's only one way to find out, and that's to open it. So let's go ahead and let you know. If you want to see what's in that, you'll have to come back next week. Bye guys. We love y'all, and as always, thanks for playing with us.
Next time, take the fucking hit!